Want to make sure this is centered. Yo, conscious conversation in the building. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Conscious conversation in the building. What's up? What's up? Okay. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Conscious Conversation. I'm Brittany. I just wanted to touch base with all of my fellow Freeform Lockers out there. It's been about 2 months since my last video, so not too much has changed, but I just thought it would be a good idea to just share a little bit more of things that have been helpful along my journey. So first off, thank you to everyone who did watch the first video and who's watched all of our videos. We see the subscribers going up. So just want to thank everyone for their support, all of the beautiful comments that you guys have left. It is much appreciated. This is my hair. Not too much has changed, just a little bit of growth. I noticed they're starting to drop a little bit more, but I haven't changed anything in my routine. I'm not using any different product. Reasons for starting Freeform Locs. So I'm sure you guys who have done research on Freeform Locs, you pretty much know, or just locks in general, people start their journey for different reasons. For me, it was very, very simple. I just got tired of doing my hair, like seriously. Ladies, or just anybody in general, I'll speak to my ladies. You know that natural hair can be a hassle. It's an all-day process, you know, from washing your hair to detangling it, drying and styling. It is literally an all-day process. So I was done with that. I couldn't do it anymore. I wore my loose hair for about 2 years, I think, and I did various things. You know, I colored it, I cut it. Eventually I wanted to lock my hair. I just didn't want to go the traditional route of having them maintained, and I don't know anything about hair really. Like I really don't. It was so funny because when I had my loose natural hair and used to wear my fro and everything, I used to get so many compliments, and even people would ask like, can you do my hair? And I'm like, you really don't understand. I do not know how to do hair. I just kind of know what works for me, and it was very basic. Like a twist out was my go-to thing, and then pulling it up in a puff. That was like it. But yeah, so when it came for me to make the decision to do locks, I knew like, okay, I'm gonna have to go to somebody if I want to do the traditional locks, you know, maintaining them or whatever. So that wasn't going to work because I was trying to find something that just did not take so much time. Other reasons people start Freeform Locs, it could be for religion purposes or even spiritual reasons. And I can kind of relate to that as well, because although I didn't start off for any religious purposes or for spiritual reasons, I can understand why people do that, because I mean, locks are a big commitment. Like, your hair is not going to change overnight. It takes patience. It took like months to like a year for me to actually see results in my hair, for it to start growing and actually resembling locks. So it's definitely a spiritual journey. You get in tune with it, get into a routine, and you commit to doing one thing. Other areas of your life tend to go with that flow as well. So yes, locks can be a spiritual journey. Something else I wanted to touch base on: Freeforms in the workplace. So I work in a corporate environment, an office environment, professional setting, I guess. I haven't had any problems because I was working at my job for about 3 or 4 years before I started Freeform Locs. So I mean, really, what was anybody gonna say? But I haven't had any problems. I'm literally the only person in my office that wears Freeform Locs, and I work in a smaller office now. They're doing a lot of downsizing, so I don't see anybody else with just straight up organic Freeform Locs. Like I said, I haven't had any problems. No, I mean, you get a few kind of weird stares, like, what are you doing with your hair? Especially because I went from, like, I mean, people would stop me all the time when my hair was loosely natural, like, what are you, you know, what do you do? Can you share some tips? Blah blah blah. But when I went Freeform Locs, they were like, what is this chick doing? That's just kind of the vibe I got. No one said anything, but yeah, so I don't really have a problem with it. If I have to go to like an important meeting or something, or if I know that, you know, my day is going to be a little more, you know, formal, then the most I'll do is wear a headband and kind of pull them back to make them a little more neater. But I'm not going to change my hair for a job. That's just that's not me. My family is supportive of my journey. I mean, they've, you know, shared compliments or whatever. Like, it's really not a big deal. No one ever really says anything. It took my dad a little bit of time to get used to it because, you know, you guys know, anyone who has been through any type of lock journey, you go through the quote unquote ugly stage, I guess, where your hair is kind of like, I used to be a twist, now I'm trying to be a lock, and it can get, your hair can look kind of crazy. And actually, in the moment, it didn't bother me so much because I was just so amazed at the growth and the progress. But looking back on some pictures, I was looking a little crazy. So some things to expect may take a little bit of time before you actually notice the growth. So as I mentioned earlier, it's just a lesson to be patient, you know, because you're not going to see growth overnight. I mean, to the next point, shrinkage. My twist, when I first put my twist in, they probably were a little bit shorter than where my locks are stopping now. So once they started to shrink and go into, you know, forming into locks, they were like maybe this short. Like, they really shrunk drastically. So expect that as well. Something I remember researching, if your hair is like, your hair is going to shrink your hair is going to shrink double the length that it is. So if your hair is down here, your locks are probably going to be right here. Like, so it's frizz is also something to expect. It's maybe a little ghetto, but I take like when I go to sleep at night to help with frizz. Number one, I use a satin pillowcase, but I sleep so wild that my pillow is usually like on the floor or something by the time I wake up. But I take like an old slip that I used to have when I was a little girl, and I'll put that, because it has like an elastic band on it, so it'll stay on, you know, the edges of my hair. I'll take that, and it helps to eliminate the frizz as well. And then also your hair can still breathe because the slip is open. I can't wear my old-fashioned bonnet anymore because it compacts my hair, and then I wake up and it's hot, and you know, my hair gets all itchy or whatever. So the slip is what works, because your hair can, guys probably not gonna be wearing any slips, but I don't do anything really special. One thing that's been very helpful is apple cider vinegar rinses. I just use the organic Bragg's apple cider vinegar. Just make sure you're not using like vinegar that you use to clean or anything. Just 100% organic vinegar with no additives or extra chemicals. This stuff works wonders. I've been using this throughout my entire natural hair journey for keeping the moisture level up. I just got this from a regular natural food store. So yeah, I do the rinse first, and I do that on dry hair. I don't wet my hair or anything. I just rinse it all over and let that sit for like 10-20 minutes, and then rinse it out and go with my shampoo. Don't use it too often. Like, if you wash your hair every week, you may want to use apple cider vinegar rinse every 2 weeks or something, because it's very acidic, so it can actually have the opposite effect. If you use it too often, it can really dry your hair out, so be careful with that. Shampoo I use Trader Joe's Tea Tree Tingle shampoo with peppermint, tea tree, and eucalyptus. This was about $6-7. I can't really recall, but it's not expensive at all, and it's a light lather, so it doesn't have a lot of additives, a lot of chemicals and things that are going to build up in your hair. And I've been using this since I started my journey. One big section here, and then one here, and then two in the back, and I concentrate on each individual section. Now when I do the rinse, I just rinse it all over, the apple cider vinegar rinse. But as far as shampooing, I'll concentrate on each section to make sure each part of my hair is clean and my scalp is clean, because it can be a lot trying to tackle it all at once if your hair is very, very thick. Something else to keep in mind, just what's worked for me, I don't really concentrate on my actual locks. I focus on my scalp, because that's, I mean, really that's the root of your hair. That's where your hair is growing. So if your scalp is healthy, your locks are going to grow healthy as well. They're going to be moisturized and just beautiful. Tea tree oil and rosemary are my go-to because they soothe the scalp, and that's really 100% pure rosemary oil. And then tea tree oil, I think I got this from like Target, but very soothing. Show you all my hair. Here's the front. And not too much has changed, just a little bit of growth since the last video I posted. Here's the front. Okay. And front. Vogue. No. Okay, and then here's one side. I hope I'm getting this all in frame. One side. A few of these are smaller. It's the side of my head that I sleep on the most, so a lot of these unraveled. And the other side, these didn't separate so much or unravel so much. Okay. And the back. As of today, just want to thank you all for watching this video. Please let me know if you have any other questions, anything that you'd like me to cover in another video. Thank you to all the new subscribers and everyone that is supporting the startup of this channel. We appreciate it, and just stay tuned for upcoming videos. Bye.